So I actually I was downtown already yesterday, so I thought, I'm actually going to go over and check that. There was a guy sound asleep there at the house when he came up there. So he got a half over the line. But I checked the calendar, wait, September, whatever it is. August 31st, Chris T.
Chris T.
Chris T. Oh boy.
He ran home.
I did. I ran. Yeah, I dropped everything and I left everything laying out here and just waited.
I'm surprised you didn't get a picture of the calendar.
Yeah, really. Yeah, really. You should check it out, Chris. No, I go. This guy, I actually just
I did check. Just make sure you weren't kind of cold.
Did you really? Oh, you did it tonight? You did when you came in?
Trust but verify.
Oh, no, I got your back, buddy. You know, are you getting the literature still, Chris?
Yes.
Because I noticed we only have one, at least based on what I could find, one new coming back.
Okay.
Does it seem like we went through that many?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Okay.
You know, we got one between these two guys. And I didn't see any detachment in there either.
We had quite a few of those.
Well, that's what I thought too.
They tend to slip down in the cracks.
Well, maybe I'm going to dig through there again and see if I
Detachment.
see if I did overlook those, which in truth, Chris, I had sufficient doubt that that's why I came down and actually checked it. And so that's why I have sufficient doubt that I very well could have overlooked the attachments as well. Right? Is this one? I don't know this one yet. There's another one.
Don't forget it comes in navy blue now.
Yeah, rather than the pretty magenta. Yeah.
Would I like to read the preamble and steps? The group.
No, I think I put it over there. Yeah, I think I put all of this over there.
This. Oh, here we go.
Oh, wait. There it is. Wait. Yeah. What's that? Buried underneath some old skeletons. March 2009.
There were different times than when this started. I think they already started it.
You'd like to read?
I would love to read.
We'll get about half a dozen.
Sweet. All right, let's get cracking here. We please join in a moment of silence followed by the surrender prayer. God, grant me heavenly surrender, to the sad things I cannot change, courage against anything I can, and wisdom to know the difference. We welcome you to the Tuesday Night Men's Al-Anon Family Group and hope you will find in this fellowship the help and friendship that you've been privileged to enjoy. We who live or have lived with the problem of alcoholism understand that perhaps few others can. We too were lonely and frustrated, but at Al-Anon we discovered that their situation is really hopeless and that it is possible for us to find contentment and even happiness because the alcoholic is still drinking their life. We urge you to try our program. It has helped many of us find solutions that lead to serenity. So much depends on our own attitude, and as we learn to place our problem in its true perspective, we find that we lose this power to dominate our thoughts and our minds. The family situation is bound to improve if we apply the Al-Anon ideas. Without such spiritual help, living with an alcoholic is too much for most of us. Our thinking becomes distorted by trying to force solutions, and we become irritable and unreasonable without knowing. The Al-Anon program is based on the 12 steps adapted from Alcoholics Anonymous. which we try, little by little, one day at a time, to apply to our lives, along with our slogan and instrumental prayer. The loving interchange, talk among members, and daily reading of Al-Anon literature does make us ready to receive the Christ of Christianity. Al-Anon is an anonymous fellowship. Everything that is said here in the group meeting and member to member must be held in confidence. Only in this way can we feel free to say what is in our minds and hearts, for this is how we have someone in Al-Anon.
August the 31st. I've often tried to consider and if those needs weren't met, the problem is with the other person. I was looking for someone who would always be there for me, but would not require me. Looking back, it's almost as if I were looking for a pet rather than a human being. Naturally, this outlook put a strain on my relationships. In Al-Anon, I have learned there is a difference between what I expect and what I need. No one person can be all things to me. Once again, I'm faced with examining my own attitudes. What do I expect? And is that expectation realistic? Do I respect other people's individuality, or only the parts that suit my fancy? Do I appreciate what I do receive? Today's reminder: trying to change other people is futile, foolish, and certainly not loving. Today, instead of assuming that they are the problem, I can look at myself to see what needs changing within. The beginning of love is to let those we love be perfectly themselves, and not to twist them to fit our image.
Preambles. The 12 steps to Al-Anon family groups are fellowships of relatives and friends of alcoholics who share their experience and principles in order to solve their common problems. We believe alcoholism is a family illness and that changed attitudes can aid recovery. Al-Anon is not allied with same-sex denominations. Does not engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any cause. There are no dues for membership. Al-Anon is self-supporting through its own voluntary contributions. Al-Anon has but one purpose: to help families of alcoholics. We do this by practicing the 12 steps, by welcoming and giving comfort to families of alcoholics, and by giving understanding and encouragement to the alcoholic. 12 steps. 1, we admitted we were powerless over alcohol and that our lives had become unmanageable. 2, came to believe that power greater than ourselves could restore us. 3, we needed Jesus in our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. 4, made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. 5, admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. 6, we're entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. 7, humbly asked Him to remove our shortcomings. 8, made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. 9, made direct amends to such people wherever possible. Steps to do so would injure them or others. 10, continued to take personal inventory when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. 11, sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood Him, praying only for knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out. 12, having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to others and to practice these principles in all our affairs. Thanks,
Jerry volunteered to read the 12 editions.
Our group experience suggests that the unity of the Al-Anon family groups depends upon our adherence to these traditions. 1, our common welfare should come first. Personal progress for the greatest number depends upon unity. 2, For our group purpose, there is but one authority, a loving God, as he may express himself in our group conscience. Our leaders are but trusted servants, they do not govern. 3. The relatives of alcoholics, when gathered together for equal aid, call themselves an Al-Anon family group, provided that as a group they have no other affiliation. The only requirement for membership is that there be a common relative or friend. Each group should be autonomous, except in matters affecting another group or Al-Anon or AA as a whole. 5. Each Al-Anon family group has but one purpose, to help families of alcoholics. We do this by practicing the 12 steps of AA ourselves, by encouraging and understanding our alcoholic relatives, and by welcoming and giving comfort to families of alcoholics. 6. Our Al-Anon family groups ought never endorse, finance, or lend our name to any outside enterprise, lest problems of money, property, and prestige divert us from our primary spiritual aim. Although a separate entity, we should always cooperate with Alcoholics Anonymous. 7. Every group ought to be fully self-supporting, declining outside contributions. 8. Al-Anon 12-step work should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. 9. Our groups as such ought never be organized, but we may create service boards or committees directly responsible to those they serve. 10. The Al-Anon family groups have no opinion on outside issues. Hence, our name ought never be drawn into public controversy. 11. Our public relations policy is based on attraction rather than promotion. We need always maintain personal anonymity at the level of press, radio, TV, and films. We need guard with special care the anonymity of all AA members. 12. Anonymity is the spiritual foundation of all our traditions, ever reminding us to place principles above personalities.
Thank you. There were a couple new guys here tonight. Would you mind introducing yourself by your first name only?
Jeff.
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 Jeff. Glad you guys are here. We got a little spiel here after the newcomers. The newcomer, you may feel that you're here tonight